All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about the engine that really powers modern business. And I'm not talking about just another marketing tactic. This is the core of how companies actually grow and thrive today. So you gotta ask the question, why this massive shift? Why are we moving from these giant billboards on the highway to the browser on your screen? It's not just because of new tech. It's about a fundamental upgrade in how we do things. Smarter, faster, and way more effective. And this slide, it just lays it all out, plain and simple. Think about the old way. Traditional marketing was basically a gamble, right? Super high cost, you could only reach so many people, and it was a whole lot of guesswork. You'd put up a billboard and just hope the right people drove by. Digital is the complete opposite. It's cost-effective, you can reach anyone on the planet, and every single move is driven by data. Okay, so we're calling it the digital solution. But what does that even mean? What is digital marketing, really? Let's break it down. At its heart, it's really simple. Digital marketing is all about meeting people where they already are. And where are they? They're scrolling on social media, they're searching on Google, they're checking their email. It's about building this direct line to your audience, grabbing their attention and turning that first click into a real, lasting customer relationship. Now for the fun part. Let's see how this actually translates into a real-world advantage. We're talking about a massive shift from pure guesswork to surgical precision. I absolutely love this analogy. Just imagine it. What if you could put up a billboard that only appears when your perfect customer drives by? And what if that billboard could tell you exactly how many people saw it and what they did right after? Well, that's not some sci-fi fantasy. That is literally the power you have with digital marketing every single day. When you boil it all down, the advantages really fall into three main buckets you see here. You get smarter spending, you get a broader and better reach, and you can build a much deeper connection. Let's dig into each of these. First up, smarter spending. Digital marketing is just incredibly cost-effective. With tools like Google Ads, you have complete control over every penny. You can literally adjust your budget on the fly. No more wasting huge amounts of money on a campaign that isn't working. Every single dollar is tracked and measured. And the return, the ROI, it can be absolutely massive. Just let this number sink in for a second. For something like email marketing, you're looking at a potential return of $44 for every single dollar you spend. That is a level of efficiency that traditional marketing could only ever dream of. Next, let's talk about reach. Because digital doesn't just give you a bigger audience, it gives you a smarter one. You can pinpoint your ideal customer based on what they're interested in, their age, where they live, even their online habits. All of a sudden, a tiny business in a small town can connect with its perfect customer on the other side of the planet. And finally, connection. This is so important. Digital marketing isn't a one-way street where you're just shouting at people. It's a conversation. You can engage with your audience, you can answer their questions in real time, and you can build genuine trust. That's how you turn someone who's just browsing into a loyal fan, and how you build a real community around your brand. And hey, it's not just us saying this. Businesses are putting their money where their mouth is. In just 1 year, digital marketing budgets shot up by an average of 10%. Why? Because companies know this is where the growth is. The results speak for themselves. But look, getting attention is only half the battle. How do you turn all those eyeballs into actual business? Well, that's where the conversion engine comes in. It's the art and science of turning a simple click into a paying customer. And a huge part of that engine is something called a landing page. Think about a typical website. It's got links and menus everywhere, right? A landing page is the exact opposite. It has one job, and one job only. Get the user to do one specific thing. Sign up, buy now, download here. It's all about focus, stripping away every single distraction. So how does it work? Well, it's a really powerful three-step process. First, you get the right audience to the page. Second, you hit them with a super clear, focused message. And third, you guide them toward one single action. No confusion, no clutter, just a straight path from interest to action. Now, even though these concepts sound pretty straightforward, putting them all together is anything but trivial. Digital marketing is a complex, powerful machine, and it is the engine that drives modern business. To really succeed here, you need this amazing blend of creativity to craft your message, tech skills to use the right tools, and sharp strategic thinking to actually understand the data. It's a world that's constantly changing, so you have to be ready to learn and adapt always. So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway from all of this. Digital marketing, it is no longer optional. It's not a nice to have. In today's economy, it is a fundamental, vital necessity for any business that wants to survive, let alone thrive. So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world that is digital first, where your customers are online right now looking for what you offer, is your business there to meet them, or are you still just waiting to be found?